So Brendan Allen gets the fight done over Paul Craig. I I'll never understand Brendan Allen's fight IQ. So I did pick Paul Craig. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't. Obviously, if you watch my prediction video, you would know. I thought that Brendan Allen would try and grapple with Paul Craig, which he did. He did what I thought he would do, but he didn't end up getting caught in a submission like I thought he would. So that is fair play to Brendan Allen here, but like Jesus Christ, why does Brendan Allen keep trying to make fights harder for himself than he has to? Like, you know, Brendan Allen consistently shows some of the worst fight IQ in the sport. I mean, it paid off. He won. I'm not shitting on his performance. His performance was good. Like, he had a really good performance. But consistently, his fight IQ is always so bad. Like, he could have won that fight with the striking very, very easily, in my opinion. I feel like he could have knocked out Paul Craig if he really wanted to. But instead, he just kept trying to grapple with Paul Craig. I don't get why he would do that. I know he won, and people said, well, he won. Like, I get it. He won doing that, but it's such a, like, why even let that risk be there? Like, all Paul Craig has is people getting in his guard for him to win. And you go and get in his guard, like, yeah, he dominated, but still, why? Why do people do this? Like, but Brendan Allen especially, why does he always make fights harder for himself than he has to? If Brendan Allen goes in there and fights Israel Adesanya, he's going to try and have a fucking chess match with him on the feet. He wouldn't even shoot a single takedown. I know it worked out for Sean Strickland, but Brendan Allen, I don't think it would work out for, but who knows? Fucking who knows at this point. Maybe that is what's going to happen. Maybe Brendan Allen's going to go in and outstrike Israel Adesanya. But to get back on the point I was trying to make, like I don't get it. I don't get it sometimes from Brendan Allen. You know, he'll go in there and completely box with Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland, but then he'll fight Paul Craig and not even strike, just shoot takedowns, grapple the whole time. I don't know. I find it really bizarre, but still really good performance here from Brendan Allen. Subbing Paul Craig ain't for everyone. You know, only Jimmy Crute has subbed Paul Craig before. So maybe this is confirmed that Brendan Allen's career is going to be absolutely cursed because every person who beats Paul Craig goes on to lose a bunch of fights. I mean, Johnny Walker is the exception, I guess, but like look at all the other people who beat him. Tyson Pedro went on a losing streak, 2-year injury. Alonzo Minifield went on to lose a bunch of fights after beating Paul Craig. Jimmy Crute went on a losing streak. Uh, Who else beat him? Khalil Roundtree beat him, then lost a bunch of fights. Like I don't know. I feel like beating Paul Craig is actually worse for your career than losing to Paul Craig. Because look at the people who lose to Paul Craig. Magomed Ankalaev, you know, former title contender at light heavyweight, probably a future champion. Who knows? I guess we'll see how he does. It's Johnny Walker. Jamal Hill, former UFC champion. Like losing to Paul Craig is a really, really good uh, way to get to the top. Like I know it sounds stupid, but losing to Paul Craig is actually a really good base for MMA. It just seems to always help people with I don't know, their future in MMA. But still, really good performance from Brendan Allen. He called for a number one contender shot. You're not going to get a number one contender shot. You can fight fucking Marvin Vettori. You don't get a number one contender fight for beating Paul Craig, in my opinion. You know, especially a middleweight Paul Craig who's only beat Andre Muniz, who Brendan Allen has also beat. So I think Allen should fight Marvin Vettori. That fight makes the most sense. Marvin Vettori doesn't have to worry about taking damage in that fight. You know, he took a massive amount of damage, so that fight makes sense. You know, fucking hell, I keep saying Craig. Allen versus Vettori. Feel like that is a good fight. So I want to see that fight next. I guess you could do that as a main event, I guess. You know, Marvin Vettori, very intense individual. I know, actually, fucking, will Brendan Allen even take that? Ali's his manager. I remember him saying he wouldn't fight Edmund Shabazian because they have the same manager, which is so fucking stupid. That really pisses me off. But, yeah, I want to see this. I want to see that fight next. Vettori versus Allen makes the most sense, for my opinion. And then for Paul Craig, let's get Paul Craig versus Jack Hermansson, in my opinion. I feel like that makes sense. I feel like it would be a good fight. Be good grappling. You know, the grappling exchanges in this fight with Allen and Craig were really entertaining. I actually enjoyed this fight, to be honest, because when someone goes and lays on top of Paul Craig, you know that there's always that risk that they're just going to get their arms snapped, or they're going to get their fucking throat destroyed in a triangle. Like, yeah, really good performance though from Brendan Allen, but really he needs to fight at his own game. I don't know why he always tries to outdo people in their own games. This is why he gets chinned, and that's why he got chinned twice. That's why he got chinned by Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland. Did he lose to anyone else? I think Strickland was his first loss in the UFC, right? But then also he did lose to Hernandez, Eric Anders, and I think one other person. I could be wrong. Brendan Allen. I'm trying to remember. I mean, he arguably lost to Jacob Malkoon, but he did end up getting that fight done. Okay, so he's 23-5. Oh, and Trevin Giles. He lost to Trevin Giles, didn't he? But yeah, he's on a good streak. 23-5. That's a good record. On a 6-fight winning streak as well. That's pretty fucking impressive, not gonna lie. So yeah, he's on a good streak at the moment. Like, definitely the streak of his career. So yeah, I reckon him versus Marvin Vettori makes the most sense. This is the first ranked opponent he has beat. So you don't that doesn't get you a number one contender fight in my opinion. Plus Brendan Allen's so young, he doesn't need to be rushed to the top like straight away. You know, I really don't see the point in that. 27 years old at middleweight, he's got plenty of fucking time. He doesn't want to get to the top and then just get fucking annihilated by everyone either. So I reckon Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vettori makes the most sense. But yeah, good performance here from Brendan Allen. You know, I was hoping Paul Craig would go on a run at middleweight because it's a fresh face, but I guess Brendan Allen's also a fresh face. He's only fought Strickland in the top 5. But man, he got chinned by Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland. So I don't know how far he'll go, but he's a good grappler. So yeah, we'll find out in the future. But yeah, he's got to work on his fight IQ. I know this worked out for him and he won, but it's still a worrying thing that he always tries to fight people at their own game. Like, if he fought Alex Pereira, he probably wouldn't have shot a single takedown. He probably would have let fucking Alex Pereira just fucking left hook him, if we're being honest. There was also that double knockdown moment where they both, rocked each other, which is I don't know, getting rocked by Paul Craig's is a bit worrying as well, but I don't know if his chin's bad after, or if it's just his defense, but he has been rocked quite a few times in his fights, but yeah, still good performance here from Brendan Allen. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, make sure you give it a like. I want to know your thoughts in the comments on Brendan Allen's performance here over Paul Craig. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time.